Hey you guys, it's your boy iBornstellar coming at you with a new video. Now this one is about FGO JP. I haven't made a video about this game in I guess a few months I want to say now. So basically right now, this one's gonna be about the Grand Duel. And look at that. As soon as I move the thing, the software just goes kaput. I hate this thing so much. Let me try again. Google Cast. Yes. And it's gonna be humongous again. Yep. Let's see if I can go into the thing without the thing breaking. Maybe I should just keep it this large. I don't know. Maybe because I make it smaller, it breaks. I don't understand. Whatever. Grand Duel. We're going against what's this guy's name? Indra. And yeah, he just kind of came out of nowhere when he first got released. And as far as I know, he still doesn't have like an introduction or like a part in the story. As far as I know, anyway. Maybe in an event. I'm not sure. But anyway, you have to defeat him, right? So let's go ahead and get started on how to do that, most efficiently. So let me see if I go into the wiki real quick. Let me go into the website. Here we go. So you want to do the last one, right? Number 7. Now you have the boss, Indra himself, with 2.3 million HP, right? That's quite a lot, right? So, and you have these two guys on both of, left and the right, right? Left side and right side of him. And they each give him 30% resistance to all attacks. So if both of them are on the field, right, they're gonna give him 60% total resistance to all damage. So if you attack him directly, while these two guys are still alive, you'll only be doing 40% of your damage, which is what's the word I'm looking for? Not good, unacceptable. So you definitely want to take these guys out first, and then you finish them off with something else. So the strategy is just use an AOE, right, to take out these two guys because you probably won't be taking out Indra himself in one shot. There's no way that's gonna happen. And then once they're out, then you can do regular damage and just wipe him out in 1 or 2 turns depending on the strength of your DPS. Right. So let's see. Now you're probably gonna be depending on one of your whale friends, one level 120 MP5 maxed out to the max, so hopefully you got one of those in your friends list. I hope, right? Maybe 1 or 2. I got a couple, thankfully, right? I mean, this guy is only MP3, but he's level 120. I have a lot of Meloscenes actually, like this one with MP5, and he's got the black rail. Um, I guess it's just a matter of finding the right servant with the right CEs, and of course, the right um, what you call it specs, I guess, right? Level 120 MP5. That's the most desirable one, I would say. And hopefully they have the black grail. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So, of the two servants that I would suggest for the for single target would be Iskahak, because let me see if we go into the website real quick. So she has this special ability in her third skill that gives her 100% divinity. Indra is divine. He's a god, right? He's like some Indian god. So she'll be able to do 100% extra damage against him when she attacks him. So this ability is just, 10 out of 10 for killing any divine enemies. The other character that is also worth mentioning here for single target will be Melusine, I would say, when she's in her first or second stage or ascension. Because that's when she's able to do single target damage. Because in her third, see right there, it says deal damage to one enemy. But on the third stage, is deal damage to all the enemies. So that's when she transforms. She becomes a more dragon-like. But as long as she stays on stage 1 or 2, she's single target and she does a lot of damage, right? So she can also probably take him out, with a medicine that's level 120 MP5. Actually, I think one of her pen skills. Let me see. I think it was the fourth one, not the third one. Look at this. It increases own attack against lancers by up to 30%. So I, I don't know why this character has this random pen skill, but it comes in handy in this case. So if you can find yourself, a Melusine that that has that pen skill, unlocked, which if the character's MP5 level 120 usually has all the pen skills, to go with it. But anyway, I'm gonna go with this Skahak for now, just for as an example. And so my strategy here is I'm bringing Elizabeth Bathory, who's the 4-star, right? Now for these duels, you're only allowed to bring, the um same class as the boss, right? So they all gotta be Lancers. You can't bring Astoria, you can't bring any other OP support, right? So she's actually pretty good for this one because her first skill gives 20% extra attack to the whole party, and she also gives 20% extra attack to all the females. So all the female servants in my party will get that extra attack buff, which is nice. And then finally, the second skill also does 20% defense down to all the enemies, so also very useful. And as far as, let's see, who else I got in here? Skahag, of course, I already talked about her. She's gonna be the single target DPS, gonna be finishing off the boss. Uh, so Melusine, she'll be doing the AoE damage for my party, alongside Lartoria, Lancer Lartoria. Now, as far as AoE like support, I would say it's between Lancer Demeter, who I also have, and let's see, for her, she's got this skill which is really useful for quick performance and arts, so that's really good for the whole party. They get 20%. So if you're using Skahag, she benefits from the quick. If you're using Melusine, she benefits from the arts. And let me see what else. I think the second skill is just, yeah, that's just survival. That doesn't really matter. The third one does, because it gives you extra 20% extra attack. Unfortunately, Indra is not Earth. I think he's Sky, I want to say. So he doesn't he won't be able to get damage from this extra damage that she gives. But yeah, extra 20% attack is gonna come in handy. And also one last thing, she also gives. Let me see. I think it's 20% extra defense down to all enemies. Yep, right there. So she'll be attacking all the enemies at once. She probably won't kill any of them, but she'll still, apply that to them. Meanwhile, Artoria, Lancer Artoria, let me see. So she does a good bit of damage, against chaotic and evil enemies. Unfortunately, Indra, I think he's let me see where he's at. Yeah, he's he's neutral balance. So unfortunately, she doesn't really do any extra damage against him in particular. Unlucky, I guess, right? So, but aside from that, her second skill does matter because she'll give 20% extra attack to the whole party. And I think that's about it. Let me see. Yeah, so that's just an extra, 20%. Um, was there something else? Let me see. No, I guess Lancer Artoria is just, just as a good DPS just for killing the two hands, I want to say. Although I feel like Demeter might be the better of the two. So for now, I'll try Lancer Artoria, then I'll switch out to Demeter, just because Demeter I feel. Oops, that's the wrong one. And yeah, Demeter might be the better support for this one. And let me see. So I guess I should stop rambling and just keep going. Of course, the CEs that I'm using, most of them are for bond. Bond farming is a big deal in Grand Duels. And let me see the Mystic Code. I'm using this Mystic Code that just came out, which is really good. The new What do they call it? The new plug suit. Anyway, so let's get rolling. Hopefully this thing doesn't break again. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. And man, I was recording this video earlier and had to like restart several times. Then I got a call because somebody was coming in to fix something for my house. So, oh man, it's like several hours after finally, have time to do this video. Which, here we go again. Thing broke again. Oh my lord. Oh wait a minute, it fixed itself. What is going on? Anyway, 10 minutes in. Here we go. Elizabeth, dear thing. Okay, then she goes back to the rear. And then Lancer Artoria. Activate all their skills, all of her skills. Here we go. And then Melocene does the same thing. So Lancer Artoria and Melocene are going to be doing the AoE damage. Meanwhile, Skahag is going to be doing the single target. And hopefully you have a friend, that has a Skahag, right? That has, what was it? I think it was the Bouncy E. As you can see it. Where is it? Did I pass it? I think I passed it actually. Go up. Yeah, that one. The Bouncy E set to 50%, starting NP charge, right? As opposed to like getting the extra damage. I mean, the extra damage is good. Unfortunately, Skyhigh doesn't really have a big battery, so, having the extra MP charge, I would say, is more useful for her in particular. But anyway, all right, let's try this. Let's see Artoria first, and then Melocene, and then finally Skahak. Hopefully this thing doesn't break again. Oh, man, this software is trash, bros. I mean, it works wonderfully for iPhone, but for some reason it doesn't want to work here for JP. I'm like, bros, come on. All right, if I back out, will it back out? Will it unfreeze? Hello, Bueller. Come on. Oh, well, that worked. Oh, but this sucks. I can't even show you what I'm doing. Well, I did tell you what I was doing. All right, let's try it again. Terrible, terrible tech over here. Can't wait to whatchamacallit, get that on my iPhone and actually do this thing, easier. Where the hell? Smart view. There we go. Oh, did I click it? Yeah, here we go. Yes, Google Cast. Oh my goodness. Why does it get stuck on just the dumbest thing? It's just so stupid. Ugh. Okay. Why did you do that? Why? Why did you do that? Can you explain that to me? Okay, well, it's dead. Okay, it's dead. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got. It's dead. It worked. Just get an MP5 Skahag and oh my gosh. I still want to try a Demeter too, but let me back out. Oh, this is so annoying. I swear to Christ. I gotta get just a specific software just for Android, because this thing is just completely unusable. Alright, try again. Disconnect. Smart View, Google Cast. Yeah, I was trying just mirroring and it was working. Then it started to not work. It stopped working, so whatever. Alright, here we go again. One last time. And, oh, this is MP3, but there's no black rail. I could try just a Melusine just to show you the difference. Let me if I can find level 120. That one was just level 100. Does she? Well, you know what? Screw it. Okay. Demeter. There she is. Switch the CE out for this one, which is like the best, RCE. All right. Let's do it. And I really apologize about this, all these technical issues. But I just want to get this done and, put this out there because I don't know how many people are out there struggling with this Grand Duel, to be honest. I mean, I'm sure most people are able to just find their most OP Lancer and just running right through them. But still, right? I still wanted to make this video just for fun. You know what? I'm gonna keep it like that. At least you can see. Maybe if it doesn't freeze. Let's see if it freezes anyway. We'll find out together. You can still kind of see it. This is so stupid. Why is it so small? I mean, can you imagine playing FGO like vertically? Like that is kind of funny. Okay, okay. Now let's see. Who should I use for the? I guess I'll use mine. Mine's the weakest of the two Melusines. So she'll do the honor of killing the two guys next to Indra. Okay, okay. And Demeter does the extra defense down on the whole enemy party. All right, let's see how it goes. So this one's a little bit different from the last one. Skahag does like a ton of damage because of, her anti-divine ability. But this one is going to be, just Melusine doing a ton of damage because she's Melusine and, MP5. This is only level 100, but still, she'll do a lot of damage. Mine's only MP2, which, still pretty good, I would say, all things considered. And she did enough damage to take out those two guys. And now Indra is wide open. All right. Hopefully. See, he doesn't freeze on. Oh, what did I do? What did I touch? Who's controlling this? Man, this is like Jesus just taking the. Well, look at that. 400,000. All right. Bring Skahak if you can. I was actually not expecting him to survive with so much XP, actually. Oh, it is what it is. Whatever. Um, 400,000. That's a lot, actually. All right, let's just turn her into AOE and do one of these. That should kill him because she's still MP5 and even though she's now in AOE mode, she'll still do a bunch of damage to a single guy without his shield or whatever you want to call it. Oh, there we go. Perfect. How much was that? Was like 600, 700, 800. Oh, nearly 900. Wow. Two turn, rotation, but good enough. That'll do it. I got no clue why this thing was acting up. I am so sorry, guys. But, yeah, I mean, Indra, he's not so bad if you bring the right team. And, pretty straightforward. I mean, you do have to bring your own guys to help, the support. The support does a lot of the heavy lifting. But you do kind of have to bring some of your own guys that are, like, not complete, worthless basically, right? You got to bring your own guys that are actually worth something, right? That can hit the two guys at least and take those guys out, so the support can take care of the main boss. But yeah, you guys, that's about it for this one. I'll try to wrap up, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like. Once again, I'm sorry about the technical issues. This is just being a circus. But we have fun in my channel, so it's a bit ghetto, but who cares, right? Anyway, I guess I will see you guys in the next one then. Probably, I'm thinking maybe FGO NA. I think I should do one of those. Maybe more Genshin or HSR. I haven't done Woo too, so aside from all the rolling. But I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and yeah, peace.